I guess when you got on the plane, I bet it's been a roller coaster for you leading up to the day, the race day morning, when the emotions all really start to come to the surface.
Yeah, you know, where I am right now is just in a moment of celebration and enjoying the 19 years worth of work that I've put in. I would say that this time last year was probably the toughest for me because I knew in my head what my decision was, and it was time to sit down with Mr. Hendrick and really kind of say it out loud for the first few times. So I reflect back a year ago from now, and it was much more difficult then. I've had a very interesting year, you know, as we all have in 2020. But I really have a full heart, and I'm so thankful for the journey and the work that, you know, the accomplishments I've had during these 19 years, and looking forward to a big celebration today.
Now, you talk about that work. I want to read a few things off to you. 2 Daytona 500 wins, 2 Southern 500s, 4 Brickyard 400s, 4-time All-Star winner. Do you remember that first win?
I remember the first win.
Did that guy think that he was going to win 83 more or 82 more races?
Gosh, no way, not a chance. I mean, my dream was to win a Cup race, not even be a champion. So I checked that box early in my career, thankfully.
When might we see you again? I know the one final time hat that you're wearing, and that's kind of been the theme of this year. I know you're going to drive road courses for IndyCar, and you have a lot of other things on your plate or ideas in your head. But when might we see you again in the NASCAR world?
Man, I'm really open to it. I mean, I want to step away from full-time NASCAR racing to just have more time and really embrace life and live life and be more present. I know that I still need to compete. That's just who I am and how I'm wired. And that's what's led to the 13 races I'll have in the IndyCar series. I have some sports car goals that I'd like to pursue, and certainly would love to come back if the right opportunity came along in Cup. Or even Xfinity. I know you have an Xfinity team. So, you know, if the right situation comes along, I'm open to it, and I certainly look forward to being back in the garage area.
Driver of the number 48, Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet, from El Cajon, California, 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, Jimmie Johnson!
They're defined by the drivers. No one knows whose it will be when they first come in, but it's very clear when they exit the sport. The petty name is still synonymous with the sport, and then Earnhardt took over. And then along came a California kid that equaled the championship number, but Hood put his 5 in a row. That sets him in a class of 1. Jimmie Johnson has humbly put up the most amazing numbers in the history of NASCAR. Today will end his era, and we want to thank Jimmie for sharing his talents with all of us. A career definitely defined by class, and he is in front of the field right now, and those here at Phoenix Raceway are able to pay their respects to one of the greatest to ever get behind the wheel of a stock car. Still within about 2 car lengths of him up front. Dave.
Nice to see the 48 running strong today. 7th position right now for Jimmie Johnson. And after a season that was sort of non-plus, only 4 top 5s, the 4-time Phoenix winner is driving to the front. 26th he started today. That car was a little bit snug on his first run, but the crew patched him up and got the 48 where he needed it to be, and he's fast.
Good to see Jimmie Johnson having good speed in his final race. This is his type of package with the 4 horsepower, less downforce. It's kind of what he really enjoys driving.
Drives so much with that throttle. I think the power helps. Thanks to the Jimmie Johnson Foundation for providing this onboard camera. I mean, you got to document the guy's last ride, right? I mean, what a fun. Think about going back and rewatching this tape, you know, especially this view. Hey, to his daughters, you want to know what it's like? You want to know what my job was like? Here, let's sit down and watch my final race from the view of the helmet.
Put the heat on 120.
Yeah.
Turn the volume way up.
No, no brakes. You got to sit right here with me the whole day.
Jimmie Johnson running 7th right now, and coming in as an 83-time race winner. He put out a message on social media one last time, and in response to it, Chad Knaus said, "Appreciate it, brother." So those two have had so much success together, 7 championships between Chad Knaus and Jimmie Johnson, and of course a change there for Chad Knaus's role as well. Parker.
Well, guys, it's generally got
pit road, so those new tires definitely paid off early on that run. We'll see if he can hold on to it now.
Yeah, the new tires are about a second a lap faster for Brad Keselowski.
But now, like you said, Steve, this 9 car, the 11 car, the 22 car, they're all going to be a little quicker right now than Brad. They'll run him down.
Yeah, Jimmie Johnson right now, he's leading at Phoenix.
Which is why those 2 passes we just saw so important. Now they've unlapped themselves. They're out of what I call, the risk of pitting under green is getting lapped down. Deep breaths. Now, the 22 of Joe Logano, he has yet to unlap himself. He's the next car that wants to find the 48 as the 48 pits, though. 22 feeling better. He's out of the danger zone.
22 did not fare as well during that pit stop round. Remember, he pitted before the 9 and the 11, but he didn't make any ground up.
Did.
Jimmie Johnson on pit road now. Remember, the car was going forward, and as the track changes, Jimmie's words to his crew were more of the same. So the trend was to get the car a little bit freer throughout the track here. They're going to do more of that. Remember, most of this crew will become the 5 crew for Kyle Larson next year. So they're trying to have one final run for Jimmie Johnson that really counts. So far it has, and another nice stop here for the 48 crew.
Rick, I was fortunate enough to call Jimmie Johnson a teammate for perhaps the majority of my career at Hendrick Motorsports, as a crew chief at least. Dale had some kind words earlier. Dale, you interviewed him earlier. I'd like to say, his numbers at the bottom are obvious. 7-time champ, 5 in a row, 83 wins. You would have no idea if you knew him as a person. He texts you, has conversation with you like he's your neighbor, like he's your buddy you went to college with. It's really amazing. Even after all of that, I can say the Jimmie Johnson I knew when he first walked into Hendrick Motorsports in 2001, 2002 is the same Jimmie Johnson now. I can't believe it. A great career, an even better guy, a great dad. It's going to be, we're going to miss him out here. I'm a little envious of the IndyCar guys. He's going to go over there around 13 races. Lee Diffie and them get to cover him. It's going to be fun to watch his transition.
You said you were fortunate to call him a teammate. I was unfortunate to call him a competitor.
Well, now, hold on a second. I'm up here talking to you probably because he was in the era that I was a crew chief, because I think we ran second way more than we actually beat him.
The guy is so good on the racetrack, and he did it, the way he did it was, he was just faster than you, right? I mean, Dale Earnhardt pushed people around. Jimmie Johnson just outran you, just flat out fast.
He's going to be racing IndyCar. You mentioned that with Chip Ganassi Racing. We see
unbelievable career as a crew chief, 708 starts, 82 wins, 7 championships. Moving on to director competition at Hendrick Motorsports, Chad Ganassi, one of the very, very best ever in this sport. Kelly.
And I chatted with Chad earlier this morning and asked him how he was feeling. He said, I'm really pretty good. It hasn't totally hit me. That might change at the drop of the green flag. That might change at the checkered flag. But he said he thinks when it's really going to hit him is come Daytona in February. He said the offseason will probably feel the same, but when I am not on a pit box calling the shots at the Daytona 500, that's when he expects it to hit him. He plans to spend more time at home with his family, but he also plans to spend some time around other motorsports. He might even show up at Sebring for the IMSA 12-hour race next week. He said he might go check out some of Jimmie Johnson's IndyCar races, but he definitely wants to broaden his horizons and experience some of those things he has missed out while achieving all he has here in NASCAR days.
That'd be fun to see Chad at the IndyCar races, wouldn't it? Jimmie will be having a great time there. Now to those positions back. We said the 48 was faster there. It's one of the better cars on the track today. A nice way to end a career for Jimmie Johnson.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier how much, it meant to be Jimmie as a teammate. Well, that time, Chad and I basically, our offices shared a wall. We spent a lot of early mornings, a lot of late nights, a lot of time at the coffee pot talking about things. He taught me so much about crew chiefing, and I couldn't think of a better person to move up in that position at Hendrick Motorsports. We're talking about a leader, a general, a guy that's going to keep everybody focused. Never once in his career did you question what his motivation was. It's been all about trophies, and I think he can bring that same just determination into management at Hendrick Motorsports. Excited for him.
Yeah, when we talked to him in the middle of the year, he said, we need to give the drivers a better product. Well, now he's going to be in a position where he can give all 4 of the drivers at Hendrick Motorsports a better product.
Well, he said he didn't know when it was going to hit him. It's going to hit him when all the crew chiefs start yelling at him, I need better cars. That's when it's going to hit him.
Jimmie Johnson runs 6. Of course, his career numbers outstanding. 19 years, 83 wins, 5 championships in a row, 7 total. But Chase Elliott, his teammate, might have said it best this week when he reminded us his friendship meant so much more than his being a teammate to me. That's the way a lot of people feel about this championship driver, Kelly.
William Byron running 7th. Well, with Chad Knaus moving up, that means he'll have a new crew chief.
1, 2, 3, 4, the championship 4, and the guy right behind him, running in 5th in his final race in the Cup Series, Jimmie Johnson. He's put together a great race. He's running with the best that have been running all season long, as the championship 4 are the only ones in front of him. But this final race for Jimmie Johnson, I know a big send-off for him. He's going to go IndyCar racing, at least the road courses, and he's looking forward to that. I mean, he mentioned that he wants to run well there so that he can potentially get a good sports car ride too. Has talked about letting his kids grow up overseas, live abroad, and do things for his kids. He said that's the one thing they sacrificed for me. I want to now be able to give back to whatever they want to do. While teammate Chase Elliott continues to lead. Kelly.
And Rick, you guys were talking about pressure.
Disappointments, successes.
Jimmie Johnson, they call it the Polish victory lap. Alan Kulwicki did this, where he's driver's side to the fans, waving, and now he comes up to the young driver that just won his first championship.
It's going to be a handoff right there.
Is that the passing of the torch right there?
Yeah, that could be.
Pretty big moment right there. And you have Rick Hendrick, and his 7-time champion, who's just ended up
like the changing of the guard. We saw a lot of people come by to congratulate you there after the finish, including the 7-time champion Jimmie Johnson. What did that moment mean to you?
Oh my gosh, I mean, to share a moment like that in Jimmie's last race and to win and to lock the championship, I mean, I just those are moments you can only dream of, you know, and this is a dream. I'm just hoping I don't ever wake up.
19 years now, and it is officially, for the full-time basis, over. What are your thoughts right now standing here?
Man, my heart's full. I'm just so happy to have this wonderful career and so many great people behind me. And first and foremost, this one right here, my wife Chandra, been with me every step of the way. My kids, this has just been quite a journey for all of us. And my heart's full. I'm very thankful for today. Had a great run on the track. And then I just can't go without congratulating Chase Elliott, Hendrick Motorsports, on another championship.
Jimmie, go a little deeper for us there. You said it earlier today, too. Your heart is full. Full of what?
You know, it's been a great run. I mean, I've had 19 years in the Cup Series, 2 years in the Xfinity Series. I've met so many wonderful people. I've worked for great people. I've worked with great people. I've learned so many lessons inside and out of the car. And I'm full. You know, this has been a great journey. I'm ready to, you know, spend my time a little differently instead of 38 weeks a year being on the road racing in the Cup Series, and just ready for it, and very, very full and happy.
There haven't been many times I've seen you back out of the limelight like you did over here. You let the Elliots have their moment. You didn't do a burnout. You left that for Chase. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's for the champion. I wanted to wave to my group that was over there under a tent and come by the front stretch, but the donut's for the winner of the race and the champion, and I just wanted to wave goodbye.
Jimmie, let's talk about us, and by us, I mean everybody, the millions of fans, the media, your competitors. You've carried us along also through thick and thin, through times when the sport needed you to speak out, when they needed you to be strong. What's that been like to have all of us with you?
Well, I mean, I think I've just been true to myself, and the things I'm passionate about, I stand up for, and, you know, it's really just a simple process of standing for the things I believe in, and I was thankful to see the garage area, and many far and wide agreed with a lot of that as well. So, if anything, I encourage anybody doing things, be yourself.
Checker flag, 5th place.
Jimmie Johnson as he says goodbye.
Is that the passing of the torch right there?
Yeah, that could be a handoff.
Thank you, boys. What a great way to finish your up. Love you guys. Love this company. Love the sport. Thank you guys so damn much.
Man, I am so proud of you. Burn that thing down.
Nah, those donuts are for Chase. I'm just going to give a little wave.